morning. The program is the Roundtable Talk. The Roundtable Talk is a current affairs program of this darling station where we get to dissect, analyze, and discuss trending issues across Nigeria's political and current affairs landscape. This is where we get to discuss the actions and inactions of government and how they affect you and I as citizens of this great country. Oh yes, you will agree with me that Nigeria is such a blessed country. Nigeria is such a blessed country with so many potentials, so many possibilities. Nigeria is a land full of possibilities. However, when the wrong thing has been done over time, it actually affects a lot of things about the country. But notwithstanding, we'll give thanks and praise to the Almighty God. Today is the last episode of this program for the year 2025. Oh yes. Aha. About 52 to 53 different episodes of this program has run this year. Glory to God. Thank God. I'm glad that you made it to this last episode. And by God's grace, you won't be found wanting in 2026. Amen. My name is Teniola Akande. My people call me the Golden Voice on Radio. And together for the next 1.5 hours or thereabout, we'll be doing justice to this program together. Myself and yourself, my darling audience, my darling listener. Aha. Alright, the program is divided into two main segments. The first segment of the program is the newspaper review segment, where we get to review news stories as reported across the dailies. While the second segment on the program this morning is the news analysis segment, where my in-house analysts will be on ground to do justice to some of the topics and issues we'll be looking at this morning. So right about now, I'll be going for a very short break, and once I'm back, it's over time for the first segment on the program. Go nowhere. It's still Ayoba 95.1 FM, and the program is the Round Table Talk.
When others discuss issues, they do so in half measure. But here, you're guaranteed a full measure, from politics to other trending national issues. This is where we, with the contributions of experts and opinion holders, dissect issues in full measure as they unfold. This is the Round Table Talk on Ajoba 95.1 FM. Stay tuned.
All right, you're welcome back from that break. It's still Ayoban at 5.1 FM, and the program is the Roundtable Talk. All right, so let's get started this morning. So this morning I have with me the Daily Post newspaper, the Punch newspaper, as well as the Vanguard newspaper. So let's start by taking a look at headlines coming from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. I have this: 2 bodies recovered from rubble of burnt Great Nigeria Insurance Building in Lagos. I take that one more time. 2 bodies recovered from rubble of burnt Great Nigeria Insurance Building in Lagos. Alright, other headlines coming from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Expand anti-terrorism strikes beyond Sokoto, Tambuwal tells Nigerian government. Daily Post newspaper. Tambuwal engages security agencies as US airstrikes hit own local government in Sokoto. And of course, going to politics now, I'm where Wike is. Fayose speaks on joining APC. US strike, historic incompetence, ADC blasts Tinubu government. Wike, G5 governors vindicated by PDP defections. Fayose. Makinde has destroyed PDP in Southwest, says Fayose. Osun 2026, AVC accuses Adeleke government of intimidation over billboard restrictions. PDP inaugurates caretaker committee in Oyo. Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, Tinubu hails $1.26 billion financing milestone. Naira records massive appreciation against US dollar into Christmas holidays. Rep more confirmed. Security, says Tinubu. 150 passengers stranded as ground handler damages aircraft. Nigerians must learn to live with Fulani herdsmen, says Sheikh Gumi. Nigerians must learn to live with Fulani herdsmen, Sheikh Gumi. Ogun, 8 agitators nabbed for allegedly breaching public peace, assault of officers. Police arrest 2 notorious bandits leaders in Kwara, seize gun, cash. Explosions hit Kwara community after US airstrikes in Sokoto. Alright, let's take a look at what the Punch newspaper is saying this morning. Trump's Christmas missiles strike fear in northern Nigeria. I take that one more time. Trump's Christmas missiles strike fear in northern Nigeria. Trump's Christmas missiles strike fear in northern Nigeria. States, local governments repay 547.5 billion naira bank debts. National Assembly directs provision of tax laws, C2C. Let's take a look at all the headlines coming from the Punch newspaper this morning. Remi Seyi Tinubu's chieftaincy titles renew Alaafin on his supremacy row. I take that one more time. Remi Seyi Tinubu's chieftaincy titles renew Alaafin on his supremacy row. Akume quietly marries Oni's ex-queen, Zainab. Jailtide, Akpabio donates fishing boat to Akwa Ibom woman. Army supports families of fallen soldiers with Christmas gifts. Seven feared kidnapped by bandits in Kwara community. Police arrest robbery suspect, recover stolen motorcycle in Oyo. Fire goes fuel tanker at Gombe filling station. 3 injured in Lagos Boxing Day crash. 3 injured in Lagos Boxing Day crash. Sokoto confirms Nigeria-US joint airstrike aids terrorist hotspots. No civilian casualties. Alright, still taking a look at headlines coming from the Punch newspaper this morning. LG Autonomy, governors urged to support Tinubu. LG Autonomy, governors urged to support Tinubu. Abure to Tinubu, tackle corruption now. 27,416 inmates convicted in 2025. Three Osun local government chairmen present 2026 budgets. Accord party leaders clash over Adeleke Davido's defections. Suspected bandits flaunting arms, ransom on social media nabbed. Okay, that's more of a good news now. Suspected bandits flaunting arms, ransom on social media nabbed. Osun LP chief seeks transparency in tax laws. National Assembly directs provision of tax laws CTC. Nigeria will conquer terrorism, says Shetima. Khan president hails FG over attack-free experts. "26,000 Nigerian refugees repatriated in 2025, says report. Foreign trips, debt service gulp 404 billion naira in 20 states. Agbekoya vows action over Oyo farmers killing. Lagos State government to enforce planning laws. Alright, other headlines coming from the Punch newspaper this morning. First Christmas without call about church attack in years, says Khan president. New security steps will soon yield results, Tinubu assures Khan. U.S. airstrikes its terrorist staging bases in Sokoto, says FG. FG confirms Kwara explosion debris from U.S.-backed anti-ISIS strike in Sokoto. Alright. Right about now, I'm going to go for a very short break. And after that short break, I'm going to take a slide into the second segment on the program this morning. Not to worry, you're going to have the details of some of those stories during the second segment of the program this morning, so don't worry, I got you covered. Right about now, I'm going to go for a very short break. Once I'm back, it will be time for the news analysis segment of the program this morning. Of course, my in-house analyst is already with me in the studio this morning, so go nowhere. It's still at 5.1 FM, and the program is the Round Table Talk.
Discuss issues to do so in half measure. But here, you're guaranteed a full measure from politics to other trending national issues. This is where we, with the contributions of experts and opinion holders, dissect issues in full measure as they unfold. This is the Round Table Talk on Adroba 95.1 FM. Stay tuned.
There is something missing in the world today. It's the one thing that can make the world okay. And it doesn't cost nothing, no, you don't even have to pay. Oh. It's about doing the right thing every day. 'Cause you are the light, you are the sign, you are the only hope. Hope alive. Do the right thing, let the world see. Let the light shine everywhere. When it seems like no one's watching, do the right thing anyway. Just do the right thing all the time, and you'll be sure to have the whole world say,
Alright. You're welcome back. It's still Aruba at 5.1 FM. Of course, you know, once you get to hear that music,
if the right thing is,
you know it's time for the second segment on the program this morning. Every time you get to hear that music, you know it's time for the news analysis segment of the program. And of course, it promises to get juicy this morning in the Christmas season. Okay. Yes, you are the light. You are the only hope keeping hope alive. Your ability to do the right thing regardless of whose ox is God will actually help a lot of people. Like I always say, that our actions or inactions will always have a ripple effect. So this is my Christmas message to you as always. Right from the first edition of this program this year to the last edition of the program, one message remains constant, and that is do the right thing. Yes.
Really matter who you are, do the right thing.
Okay, so on that note, I would like to welcome you to the second segment of the program this morning. Alright, like I said earlier, my in-house analyst is already with me in the studio this morning. Engineer Muyiwa Bayonju. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, Tenny. Good morning to our listeners out there. Let me wish all of you Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Engineer, I make bold to say also that my account number is available, sir, for Christmas gift. Yes, so my account number, my account details is available. Yeah. Even for the fact that I don't want to advertise a bank, I would have just mentioned the account details. But
there's no problem. You see,
I hope that no problem. It's not like a Nigerian politician. No problem. I will see you later.
First and foremost, we have to thank God for Christmas and that we are able to witness it. It doesn't matter what you kill, whether you kill pomo or you kill fish,
or you kill a day,
but that you are alive to even kill those things. It's one thing to be grateful to God for. And then whatever it is, God is still on the throne, and I want to thank God for life. So that we have a lot of people have a lot of promises, have a lot of plans for this Christmas. Some of them have even bought clothes, some of them have paid for one thing or the other. But lo and behold, they are not alive to witness it. Many of them are even in the hospital right now. So that's more reason why in everything we should also give thanks to God. And that again, for the first time in the history, we are seeing a Christmas that have lesser problems. Apart from the bombardment of US, there's little that we can hear about this Christmas. Everybody was agitated. Everybody's afraid since apart from the one that happened in Borno State. So at least we have a peaceful Christmas, and then we have a Christmas that devoid of fuel problems, fuel issues. So even though we are still asking government to do more, that the little they do, we still have to talk about it, so that we are very, very objective. We are not playing politics here. When they do, we say they do. If they are not doing it, we tell them to do it, that they're not doing it so that they can do more. And that's why we are here. That's what this program is all about. So we thank God for everything, and we're hoping for a better nation, a better Nigeria, and a better New Year. And it's going to be. But Nigeria is happening to me in a very good way, I must confess.
100%.
So
it's obvious. It's Nigeria is so good to you.
No, I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optimist. I'm not type of people. If somebody will wake up and say God bless his country, and anybody's rushing to that country, who am I not to say God bless my own country too? I want people also to come here, and it's a matter of time. The challenge is everywhere. South Africa is still counting the number of deaths from a government that's just killing spree. And the same thing in Australia. We have people are killing Australia, US, everywhere. So insecurities, but the difference is the reaction of government to it. And thank God US has waken up this government, and it's like they are now waking up. And with Musa in the saddle, in the last, I don't know whether you are following it, in the last 2-3 weeks now, there have been a lot of, apart from this US thing, there's been a lot of serious bombardment. The camp of that, they are now crying. They are crying. They are calling for negotiation now, but like IBB said, no more negotiation. It's either you live Nigeria.
They are the ones calling for negotiations.
Yes,
and Sheikh Gumi has been all over media crying and appealing and making appeals that Nigerians should learn. We are going to take a look at details of that story. Anyway.
I know there's more to talk about today.
Definitely.
So, you're welcome to the program. I want to welcome our people to the program. I want you to listen very well and learn what you and also contribute your own quota to it by the time it's time to call it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I want to believe that engineer tactically avoided my question. Anyway, no problem.
What question do you ask me now?
Okay, I said my account details is actually available for Christmas gift.
I said no problem, but you said my no problem is political. No problem.
I said I only hope it's not. I said I only hope it's not. Nigerian politicians have a way of. Although I know you're not a politician, I know you're a man of your words. So I have this confidence and assurance, and I'm not going home. I'm not going home the same way I came to the studio this morning. All right.
It shall be well.
Definitely. Okay, so let's start this morning with a story coming from the Daily Post newspaper. I have these 2 bodies recovered from rubble of burnt Great Nigeria Insurance Building in Lagos. 2 adult males whose identities are yet to be established have been found dead amid the debris of the Great Nigeria Insurance House on Lagos Island following the devastating fire that swept through the high-rise building on Thursday. The bodies were recovered on Friday during continued search and rescue operations at the Marina Axis, where the multi-story structure was severely damaged by the inferno. Daily Post reports that the blaze originated from the 4th floor of the 25-story building before spreading to the 6th floor and subsequently consuming other levels as well as nearby structures. During the incident, a section of the building reportedly collapsed, leaving some traders trapped beneath the rubble. The fire also extended to surrounding properties, including the old Legal Central Mosque. Efforts to obtain official confirmation from the Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Dr. Femi Osoyintolu, were unsuccessful as he had not responded to inquiries as of press time. However, a LASEMA official who spoke on condition of anonymity confirmed that the two bodies were discovered during ongoing operations to locate victims believed to have been trapped. Details of that story, further details of that story are available on the pages of the Daily Post newspaper. Engineer Bayaju, Great Nigeria Insurance Building in Lagos.
Though GNI is a very old building, because GNI has been in that place for a very long time. But that's not even the issue. The issue is what we have been saying every time, the response time. The response time has been the issue with Nigerian emergency management agency. And when I mean emergency management agency, I'm not talking of NEMA, I'm talking of fire service, I'm talking of water service, I'm talking of National Emergency Management Authority, and a lot of things. The way they react to issues, their response time is always very low. And even the security we are talking about, though I know there are saboteurs, but also response time is also low. In advanced countries, it's response times. There are calls that when you place through and you just describe your place. In fact, there are some calls that when you place it through, there are devices that will monitor and track your location and give you a coordinates that immediately as they are moving through the land vehicle, they are moving through the air and every other place to ensure that they really nip that in the bud before it escalates. But in Nigeria, the reverse is always the case. A situation where people make call, because when they interview the people around that area, they said for about an hour or so that they called the fire service, that they did not respond on time. So by the time they come, the fire has even picked, apart from the GNI, the two adjoining buildings at the back, it has also picked those buildings. And it has gotten to the point that it becomes very difficult to extinguish it, because it has taken a lot of things. And you know, sometimes around this time, when fire happens, it's like you are putting fire in a petrol, everything is dry. And so it's very difficult to extinguish if you don't come on time. So it's always the response time, because by the time it started from an office, if the people have been here there on time, I'm sure even have consumed the whole building. Now they just pick two people, only God knows the number of casualties that's going to happen at the end of the day. So government should begin to look at how to work on their response time during emergency situation. And this time around, I've always been saying it, that Nigeria should always be looking at technology. When we say we belong to the Community of Nations, the giant of Africa, we should begin to move from analog to digital. We should begin to move from all this old way of doing things to modern ways of doing things. Now we begin to look at helicopters. In fact, do you know that there's an incident that used to happen in California? They call it California fire every year. Now, when it happens, it's sure that it's going to happen. Apart from the preparation to evacuate, to prepare for it before it happens, that again, there's always the response time that they will use helicopter to begin to extinguish that fire from top. Water, carbon monoxide, and all of those extinguishing agents be pouring from above, from the helicopter down to quench that fire.
That's preparation.
That is, there will not be any casualty, because they know it's going to happen. The area that you have cyclone too, they know that at a particular point in time in a year, there's going to be cyclone, and these cyclones can uproot anything, uproot a whole building, remove everything, and they will prepare for it. They will evacuate people. You will hardly hear of a casualty. When they predict that there's going to be tsunami, they will evacuate people, or earthquake. It will only consume properties, not human beings. But in Nigeria, you begin to see house collapse, and it's time that government begin to do something about it. Then again, the agencies, the professional bodies, you also begin to rise up to responsibilities. Now, some of these buildings, you have to look at them. When some buildings are used their useful life, you see cracks, you see everything. You demolish that kind of building, or you evacuate people from that kind of building, so that you know that eventually the disaster will happen. When you see a building that there are some standard products, some standard materials that are used to it, the Nigerian engineers or builders, is their duty to investigate and to now mark that building X, or to evacuate people from that kind of building. These are response times that will save lives. We should not be every time that the building collapses, they kill 50 people, kill 100 people, kill these people. It shows that we are not actually moving in the pace at which the world is moving. We are still at the analog system, and it's not helping this nation at all, because lives are being lost at every root and cranny, every corner, everywhere, and just because of ineptitude of agencies of government and people. It's rather unfortunate.
All right, so should we assume that probably it's actually as a result of negligence on the part of public service providers? generally.
What I'm saying is that now there are some things that you can't stop them from happening, but when it happens, it is how you respond to it. So, but for example, now if there's a power failure, and by the time the power comes, and maybe it comes with what we call surge in electrical engineering, that is extra high voltage, and there's some of these materials, because they are weak, or because they are maybe the rodent or this insect has eat the insulator, so you can have a spark. That spark can lead to fire.
Sure.
All right, that one is, there's nothing you want to do about that. It bounds to happen. But when it happens, and some people say we make a call to the agencies that are responsible, don't tell us there's no water, don't tell us there's no fuel, because you know that you are for emergency response. And so because of that, some of those things supposed to be there. The water supposed to be there. Which governor then, I saw on social media, there was reprimanding some agencies, said this, okay, it was BTO Olubumitunde Ojo that was went to for inspection, and now say all of them should begin to open the can on the
that should be the Nigeria Fire Service.
Yes. And it was lambasting them, saying, you can't look at it. Said, how do you now? The man now told a lie. He said, we just come back from operation, so the water is there. He said, why don't you put on that water? Assuming that there's a call that's put to you now, what do you do? He said he saw this thing that they have not put water in this thing for them. So if they call you now, they will say, we don't have water. He said, that's what you're going to tell them. He said, are you supposed to have this, you have all these trucks there, there's no water in any of them.
Normally you're supposed to have water in them.
I mean, once you are coming from operation, you fill it up again. And that's why in any fire station, they are always standby 24 hours water supply. Whether it is bore water, there must be water. So as your one vehicle is coming, you are filling again. Another one is coming, you are filling again. But they say in all of the vehicles in that yard, there's no single water there. It was so furious. You are people are just collecting. You are the head there. You are just collecting salary for doing nothing. So somebody calls you now and say there's no water, or what will you explain? So it is the response time, because some things will not tell you that they happen. Even what they call it, lightning can enter into a building and cause this strike, and cause fire.
Yes.
A lot of things can happen. Building can collapse without any. Some of these things will not give information and say I want to collapse. So fire will not say I'm coming to this house to cause fire.
Except if you are so proactive.
Except you are very proactive. Except you are very conversant. Except you have this smart, intelligent people that can read and say this thing the way it is now.
You have the eagle's eye.
Eagle's eye. And say, any moment from now, something like this can happen here, and you make provision like used to happen in the US. They know that at a particular point in the year there's going to be cyclone. We are afraid that the clouds are gathering. So everybody between now and the next 2 weeks leave this place, evacuate, and they make provision for them where they are going to stay. So when that thing happens, no loss of life. Even the wildfire that I said used to happen in California, there's what happened now is this torrential rain now that's falling in California presently. It doesn't affect human being. It affects only properties that can be rebuilt anytime. But certain where there's nothing, somebody will look at a very building that it has cracked from top down, and yet they will still, because it has not fallen down, they will be managing it. They will maintain it. They will still be going there to work there. So these are some of the issues. Response time is the problem here. Response time, and Nigeria needs to work on response time. They need to really tax these agencies to ensure that very response. How can somebody put a call to a company and say 911, there's an emergency hospital, somebody has collapsed? You know, a lot of people that are dying due to collapse because there's no response. Even the people that are supposed to respond to that person will be filming. They will be doing video. Can you imagine? But you call 911 today and you give them their location because you can change their crops in there in your house to rescue the situation and to save lives. That's how it is. If they find out that the whole place is blocked, they use air. They use helicopter. They use
that's more like in a country that works.
That's a country that works. There's no country that wants to work with the people there that are not working it. There's no country that can work on its own. Somebody said, remove the whole of Nigeria, take them to US, and you see everybody becoming lawless. Remove the whole of US, bring them to Nigeria, and see everybody becoming lawful in the US. But bring them to Nigeria, every white man, including Trump, become lawless. Because the system that makes it happen there is there. So a minister went to US and he went to buy amala at Igbegiri. He went and washed plate. He killed. He doesn't say I'm a minister. He wanted to enter a bus. He has to kill to enter the bus. He doesn't say I'm a minister. But in Nigeria, 25 vehicles will follow him. So there's a system that works in a place and doesn't work in another place. And that is it. Those places, the lives of the individual is very important to them. So they don't play with it. Everything is there. Even the one they did not monitor, when you put a call through to them, they are there. But call Nigerian police today. Even when federal government did not fund them, they don't have fuel in their vehicle. So what would they do? Call Nigeria Water today. Call ambulance today and say somebody
have to buy fuel.
You have to buy. Call ambulance today and somebody has collapsed before they look for the driver. Before the driver is looking for the key. Before he gets the key. Before he starts the vehicle to arrive at the destination, the person has died.
Even the urgency that should come with it will not come with it.
No, somebody is not even bad. The driver is not even being mobilized. Has not been paid or something that has happened to him. So you just, I don't.
It is well.
So these are some of the issues.
God will have mercy on us in Nigeria.
Amen.
All right, so let's take a look at this another very important story. Still coming from Daily Post newspaper. Tambuwal engages security agencies as U.S. airstrikes its own local government. In Sokoto, Senator Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, representing Sokoto South, has called on residents of Sokoto State to remain calm following reports of United States airstrikes targeting ISIS-linked terrorists on Christmas Day. In a statement posted on his personal X account, the former Sokoto State governor said he was aware of reports concerning the airstrikes, which marked a direct U.S. military action in Nigeria based on intelligence about ISWAP's threats, and urged citizens to remain law-abiding while authorities clarify the situation. I have noted the reports concerning an airstrike carried out as part of ongoing counter-terrorism efforts through cooperation between the federal government of Nigeria and the United States, Tambuwal said. I urge our communities to remain calm and law-abiding as relevant authorities clarify the circumstances surrounding the operation. Tambuwal assured constituents that it was engaging with relevant security agencies to obtain full details of the operation and to ensure that necessary things were in place to protect civilians. Engineer Bayonju, Tambuwal engages security agencies as U.S. airstrikes eats his local government in Sokoto. What do you think?
Well, we have been there have been a lot of speculations about invasion. Trump saying we are coming, gun are blaring, and a lot of things like that. But we talk about collaboration, and there's no part of the world where they will have a collaboration like this. So, the way I see it, I think that with the way it is now, this is how it's supposed to be. Now, you want to do something in my house, you have to tell me. You want to do something in my compound, you have to tell me. I know the compound more than you, so I have to give you approval. That's not to say that US doesn't know anywhere more than Nigeria. So for the government to say we give them intelligence, it's just what they call that one, ego or bone face. Because even US goes themselves, they told us that for 4 months they have been here, gathering a lot of information using drones.
I think for the very first time in a long time, the Nigerian government did not cast itself this time around. And because definitely since it was an agreement, definitely the Nigerian government was aware that airstrike was going to happen.
They were.
And for the very first time in a long time, there was no media, there was no news about the airstrike happening. So I think that's commendable.
For keeping that. For not exposing that, because Nigeria are known to make noise, to talk about everything.
Definitely.
But this one, that did not talk about it, and that's why I begin to think that is Nigeria actually aware of it, because it's very rare. The people that supported the effort will have one way or the other said it. If they didn't say publicly, they must have said it to the people.
Maybe those that are aware refuse to diffuse the information.
Probably the Minister of Finance and some.
Maybe Minister of Finance, maybe the President
and Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense. And so it was just a top, very, 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 very confidential information.
It's very rare that you have that kind of a top-notch, top-secret operation that Nigeria will not make noise about.
The truth of the matter is, this particular strike actually sent shocking waves across the length and breadth of Nigeria, especially for the terrorists.
Do you know one thing that I noticed?
What's that?
I noticed that people that used to talk, they didn't talk this time.
In support of terrorists?
Against it, people will be making noise. Maybe they are also afraid that they may be the US may be targeting them.
The only person that keeps talking is Gumi. Gumi has been both broadcast media and print media.
There's something about Gumi, but very soon we will know about it. What it is with Gumi and the government, we will know about it very soon.
Okay.
But another thing I see is that we saw the footage of the Tomahawk leaving that ship. What they call it, the cruise ship, the ship.
Okay.
But what I'm here to see now is the casualty. We are supposed by now be seeing footages, pictures of dead people out there, and the bomb machine, bombed up or destroyed a Shahad building. Because when we are Tomahawk landed, even if it is a green field, it will it will be destroyed because it comes with fire. So we are still here. Maybe the good people are still here to take, because I want to believe that by now we're supposed to see supposed to see a lot of wreckages. They're supposed to see a lot of woman parts or woman bodies scattered.
Something that shows the aftermath of the attack.
Or that maybe they just do that one to send threat. Or as somebody also informed them, because we know we are talking about it now that nobody knows about it, or they even know about it, that they are forced to escape. Because that part of the place is just the border between Sokoto and Niger. And the ISIS are there. But the people they use mostly are the Rakurawa that comes from Niger, that come from the Mali through Niger to that place. So it was in that there's a cell there through which they camp, they gather when they come from that Mali or Niger before they distribute themselves to every part of the country. So I think that was the target that they saw. But if the way the Trump is saying it, then we want to see footages of shared body.
Well, maybe you know, one thing about this is the fact that it's possible that part of the tactics, or should I say strategy, that they devised, I'm talking about the US, is probably maybe, for example, until when they've probably had multiple strikes and all of that before they start showing pictures of casualties on one hand. The other side also, this also happened around Christmas. So for example, US might feel, I'm just thinking aloud, US might feel that perhaps it's not sensitive, it's a kind of sensitive
issue,
so that it doesn't get to spoil people's Christmas when they get to see dead bodies and whatever, even though when they know that it's actually dead bodies of terrorists. And because I remember very well that the press statement Trump released, he said he wished everyone a Merry Christmas, including the dead terrorists, that's their own Christmas. So I'm beginning to feel that perhaps maybe the reason we are here to see footages and all of that is because it's the Christmas season. Let's keep this till after the joy of so that we don't get to spoil people's mood with
because
blood,
the way all of them,
all
including
of
the Secretary of War, the Secretary of State, Rubio, Trump, the way they were saying it, I supposed to see maybe
even the rep has spoken, rep more.
I was supposed to say about 500 to 1,000 bodies shared, scattered everywhere. But give it to them that there's no human casualty.
Yes.
It was
no civilian.
No civilian casualty. It was so precise. It was so concise. It was so. I know these people are so, they are top notch. You know, our own Air Force, most of the time they miss it. At times. But these people, not even at the Gulf of Guinea, look at where the Gulf of Guinea is, very far to us, and see, they can see, send that in, using the coordinate, and went to the target without touching any civilian. No civilian building was touched, no civilian.
Trump was saying something in that press release. He was saying that the US, there was an operation that was carried out, this particular operation, and it was carried out the US way. The only way, the only army that could do that successfully in the world is the US Army. And obviously, it's obvious. I mean, it's crystal clear.
It's commendable.
It's commendable.
And for people that are coming to play politics with it, this is not politics.
Because Tambua is coming on that note. He has not been speaking since all those days.
Don't mind him.
And the truth of the matter is, it's his own local government where you actually have that.
You know, all of them. You know, one of the problems that we have with security, one of the problems we have in security in Nigeria is because there's no unity of purpose. We don't have the combined, you know, it has that divide against itself cannot stand. Definitely. And most of the times, number one, it doesn't start with this government, but the successive failures of government is because of the people. No matter what government wants to do, some people play ethnicity. Oh, you are destroying our people. Some people play religion. Oh, it's Muslim. It's this. Some people play politics. Oh, the government, you see, they are very lazy. They cannot even do anything. They are losing their sovereignty. There's no country in the world. When Hezbollah and Hamas want to destroy Israel, they have to call US. And all the Soviet Union, it was still Russia that was superintending over them. I'm talking of Uzbekistan, Lyserstan, Turkestan.
These are USSR.
Russia is still superintending overseeing them. Russia is still protecting them. The same way China is still protecting its own. So there's nowhere where you see a country that says, that's why we call it United Nations. The way we are playing politics with it, it's not supposed to be like that. Some say Nigeria can respond to Benin to stop war in coup in Benin, but they are now to call US. They cannot. People are not even allowed what government is doing to be seen. Just like the way we are playing politics with it now. Now everybody look at the way people are now talking. It's wrong. God, this government, you say all this opposition. Though it's good for opposition to talk, but sometimes they have to look at it that we are not united to fight. And when there's no unity to fight an issue, it becomes a problem. Some people are trying to move it up, some people are pulling it down. And that's why it has lingered up to now. And the terrorists too, they are also wise. They know that because we are not united to fight them, so they now begin to leverage on that loophole provided by that disunity to come, because they know that whatever they do, some people will still support them. People like Gumi will still talk. This professor from the north will still talk. Some people read Northern Media. Don't remember the time when we shot border against Niger, in time when they that coup. Many people in the north are saying, why should we now close their power supply, give them power supply? They are brother, they are sister. So that's the reason why there's no united effort to stop terrorism in Nigeria. Some people are benefiting from it, they don't want it. No matter what government is doing, they'll be leaking the secret.
Because of their own benefits.
Because of their benefit. So that's the reason. Now, these people now, the way you can play politics in Nigeria, they play, you can threaten government through using policy. You can't threaten US like that.
At all.
And so that's why they didn't even give you any information. This is where we are going and that's what we went, and that is it. But the one thing we have to do is that we have to avoid collateral damage, and that is one of the rules of engagement for them. No matter what you want to do, avoid collateral damage, and that's why they are always very precise. That's why they use Tomahawk. Once you press the coordinate and you send it, it's going to where you send it. It will not bypass its boundary. The only thing people can see there is the shrapnel when the thing has exploded, and that's all. And the shaking. You know, when it's landed, it explodes. There's going to be shaking. Sure. That's all. But there's no civilian casualty. There's no breakage of building, which is to give it to US. But for people to now be coming, you are talking that there's insecurity, you don't want anybody to hand insecurity. Which one do you want people to do? If they say there's insecurity, government is not doing anything, and government is now collaborating to make it happen, you are still talking that say
you should actually support the government.
Which one do you want? That's the question. Because before now, people are saying that US should come, they should come and help us, so US is here now. They are talking. Why should you bring US? You can't do it yourself. You are lazy. You are lazy. And to talk about the coup, it's strategic for Nigeria to intervene in coup in Benin. Once there's coup in Benin, then anything, know that there's problem in Nigeria. What are the profession of all this non-state out of? Is it not because of Libya? How do we have provision of small arms and light weapons? It's not because it is very free from Libya. So if we allow in our neighbor here, Benin, then we have problem. We are talking of Lacroix. Many will be coming through that access to the country. Definitely. So the country, the president that went to stop it know what it means, know what it's doing. And we should not begin to, when government is not doing too right, it's duty to talk to them. But you should also, some don't play politics everything. It is good that US are here now. What we don't want is invasion. And now they have decided not to invade us. They have to collaborate. They call Nigerian government, this is what we want to do. There's an agreement, there's a collaboration, there's a synergy, and they came to do it. And that's good. I don't want them to stop in Sokoto alone. There are a lot of cells in Niger State. There are a lot of them in Katsina State. In fact, in Kwara State. Let them stop them.
I think this particular one of Sokoto is actually a warning to all this to show that we are actually serious.
16. They said they sent 16 Tomahawk.
16.
One landed in Ofa too.
Wow.
But they said the one that landed in Ofa is not the original one. It's just shrapnel.
Just to tell those who are like, okay, be careful.
We are here.
We are here.
But and they are still using sheep. This sheep one is just introduction. But then they use F-15 or F-16. So that one is a re-bombardment. But this one is just, we are here.
Then I think another.
And don't forget, there are a lot of ground forces in Nigeria.
US ground forces.
They have been here before now. They are here. They are some of these places. They are here. So the government is, the US is still there, they have not started. We just want to tell you that when we say we want to do something, we want to do it. By the time we want to really started, by the time they are escaping, they are meeting the ground forces to eliminate them. The ground forces are here. There's a video that I saw when this very big US ship brought them in Abuja airport, and you see all of them coming. But only that they are all Nigerian. Most of them are Nigerian African.
Yes, okay, I understand. Nigerians who went there to join the army.
Yes, they were. Most of them. So what's the issue has to do with your country? It's your place.
But definitely, I believe if those are the people that we have, then to a very large extent, the kind of zeal and passion they would have, because part of the reason they left also was insecurity. So if you have been trained,
and also to show ego. That
exactly.
we are Nigeria, but this is US Army. Want to collaborate. Let's show you how to do military, how to do a soldier. Let's train you on how to do soldier and intelligence guy. So it's fun, but it's good.
But what will you say? A lot of people were expecting that where the US will first strike would be Borno State. that instead of striking Borno, there was a strike at Sokoto. What do you think? Could it be a tactics on its own? Could it be a strategy on its own? Perhaps the real headquarters is Sokoto, but Borno is being used as a showroom.
We have different some of these states, not states at all, they are coming in different form.
Okay.
We have Boko Haram.
Yes.
We have ISWAP.
You have ISIS.
Then you have Ansaru. The Ansaru, they are the one in Kwara.
Okay.
Then you have Lakurawa. So the Lakurawa national headquarters is in Sokoto State. Their major cell and camp is in Sokoto State.
Okay.
And those they are nomadic in nature.
Okay.
They come in, they strike, they go back, and that's why they pitch their tent at the border. Because where they are in Sokoto is the border between Sokoto and Niger, very close. So I think they want to start from the source. Because whenever they are coming in from anywhere, whether from Mali, from Niger, or from Burkina Faso, they come to that point they strike. That's where they come from. They come to. In fact, if you go to social media, you will see the video of where they gather. They will hold under a tree, and all of them. There are so many.
That's more like the coordinating center.
They will hold meetings. They will do a lot of their whatever and distribute all of them. And those are the ones that will follow some of these trailers that will be covered. Go to Aushi, go to Ekiti, go to Kwara, go to this, go to that. Then once they do that, they also gather. They retreat. And that's why Lakura have been coming in and out. But I think that's their point. And that's why they have to go to that source. US have been bringing drones here, gathering information, collect coordinates and the movements of arms. And some of these things have sensors. They sense where there are arms, so they know all these places. And they feel like, let's start from here. Later we go to Borno, we go to Kwara, we go to every other places. But at least with this now, I think it serves. I know it has effect. It has its own effect. Number one, by now I expect a lot of Northerners to start talking, but they just there to keep quiet, which I don't know. Apart from Tambo and Gumi, most of them that people like Dume, all those people, most of those senators, they will have been talking and say, why do you play politics? But they kept quiet. And another thing is that most of these people are under U.S. watch.
So they have to be careful.
Most of these civilians, they are under U.S. watch. U.S. intelligence agencies, all of them are here. But you can't know. You can't know. So they are under U.S. watch, and so that's why some of them have been very careful too. Not to just say, but that of Gumi, well, I know with time, we still know what.
We know where the pendulum swings.
Why is Gumi making noise? Why is it so untouchable?
Why is it that kind of free man?
And he can just address press. He can just make public statement. They can just begin to do public support, direct support against government policies. So these are some of the things that we're yet to see, and I think that maybe with as time goes on, by the time either US will pick him or government will pick him, we will know why he's so bold like that to begin to do all those things.
Okay, it is well with Nigeria.
And again, another thing is that this also is so strategic in terms of power play too. US is coming to Nigeria to say, this country, Russia, China, we're here before you. Now if you do this thing,
you cannot do anything here.
Now that's why they said in which only US can do. You can underline that statement. What we did is only US
that can carry out such operations.
We did here. Forget, you can't compete with us here in Africa or Nigeria. Now we get this place. So it's also it's a power play. Apart from it helping to help us, it's also a power play. That we can enter Gulf of Guinea. We have a base in Niger, so we can use that to launch attack from anywhere. So as far as Africa is concerned, you don't know here. We know here more than you.
Okay, it is well. All right, let's take a look at this from Daily Post newspaper, away from the U.S. airstrike now, although we might still come back to that later. But I want us to take a look at this story coming from the Daily Post newspaper. I have this. I am where Wike is. Fayose speaks on joining APC. I'm going to take this with another news story, but let me take this first. Former governor of Ikeda State, Ayodele Fayoshe has downplayed the possibility of defecting from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressives Congress (APC). Fayoshe disclosed that he would stay in any party the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Nyesom Wike finds himself. In an interview with TVC, the PDP chieftain pledged his loyalty to the FCT minister. He said, "I'm a Wike person. Anywhere Wike is, that is where I am." Despite his strong criticisms of PDP leadership in the Southwest, Fayoshe stressed that he remains committed to the party, noting that "I will never join the APC." Fayoshe was part of Wike's G5 integrity group of the PDP that opted to work with other presidential candidates during the 2023 election. The G5 group had chosen to work against the then PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar because he rejected the party's rotation policy. The former Ekiti State governor, alongside Wike, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, former Governor Ugwuanyi worked for President Bola Tinubu's who was a member of the All Progressives Congress (APC), while former Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State backed ex-Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi. I'm going to take one more story, and then of course we'll take a look at the two together. Okay, let me say two more. Wike. That's coming from the Daily Post. Wike, G5 governors vindicated by PDP defection, says Fayoshe. Former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayoshe has said the recent wave of defections from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has vindicated former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and the G5 governors who were previously labeled as traitors. Speaking during an interview on TVC, Fayoshe said most of the governors that jumped did so in their own interest, what they felt would secure their future and the people. I wouldn't blame them. It is that he had earlier warned PDP leaders about looming challenges within the party. When the roof started sinking, I came out and spoke. I told Shiwo Kimbaloye that the PDP would face a lot of challenges, he stated. Fayoshe said Wike was open about grievances within the party, particularly regarding agreements reached with the party's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, which he claimed were not honored. Governor Wike did not hide anything. He openly said that what Atiku agreed with them was not done. He fought that cause and did not fight alone, Fayoshe said. He added that Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde and other members of the G5 alliance stood firm, noting that they engaged the president on several occasions. Okay, that's still that, and then still talking about Wike, Fayoshe, and Makinde. My final story on this note, and then I get to hear from my in-house analyst. I have this still coming from the Daily Post newspaper. Makinde has destroyed PDP in Southwest, says Fayoshe. Former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayoshe has accused Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde of abusing power and weakening the People's Democratic Party (PDP) across the Southwest. Speaking in an interview on TVC monitored by Daily Post, Fayoshe alleged that Makinde took over all the choice lands in the state and had alienated many of those who supported his emergence. According to him, almost everybody who worked for his ascension has been driven away. He further accused Makinde of dismantling the party structure in the region, stating Makinde has destroyed all PDP structures in the Southwest. Fayoshe also questioned the credibility of the party's process in Osun State, alleging that the candidate who did not even obtain a PDP form eventually became the candidate. On his personal experience, Fayoshe claimed that he was targeted during a political event in Osun State, alleging that Makinde organized an attack on me in Osun and described the Oyo governor as a small boy in political terms. Speaking on his political standing, Fayoshe described himself as an elder statesman, insisting that he governed Ekiti State without external control. I fought my governorship without a godfather, he said. He openly declared his allegiance to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, saying, I'm a Wike person, and where Wike is, that is where I am. All the stories together from the Daily Post newspaper. Engineer Banyoju, Fayoshe, Wike, Makinde, PDP.
It's a season film that decided not to end soon. And to compound the issue, INEC came to make a statement that they don't recognize the Ibadan Convention. And that therefore the executive produced from Ibadan is null and void. It's somehow. But talking of Fayoshe and whatever is saying, well, me, I have decided not to trust any politician for whatever they say, because it's all about personal interest, not national interest. So A politician can change like a chameleon anytime, especially when any favor, whatever favors them. So, and that's why when people are talking that these people move from one place to the other, the question I used to ask that: is there any political party in Nigeria? Is there any party with ideology in Nigeria? So, is there any politician that can boast of integrity, political integrity in Nigeria? No, there's none. All of them are there because of their purse and pocket, and that's all. And so because of that, it's easy for them to move from one place to the other when they can get anything. Look at all of them. We are two of them. Few of them, Wiki, probably Wiki, and some few of them. And few of them. Even those people that can say they have not changed party, in their mind, in their action, in everything, they have changed. They are in one party playing another party. They are in one party acting another party. They are in one party favoring another party. So what are we talking about?
That's the PDAPC.
The PDAPC people. So that is them for them. So if I actually tells you that it's going to do anything, after all, in Ekiti here, it's a PDP man. So what's in APC in Ekiti? So what are we talking about? So now he has a party in Ekiti, and he support the candidate. He support the party and another person. So when that person is not talking, you know that that's politician talking. And any politician in Nigeria can do the same thing. They are loyal to you when they find out they are still getting something in your party. And as soon as the chips are down, they also go with it. Atiku Abubakar and the rest of them, Sabukola Saraki, all of them, Peter Obi, we mention one of them, Kokonzo, all of them. Each of them have stayed except Tinubu and some few of them that are saying their party. So it's because there's no ideology. It's because it's more of a business than governance. So, and that's why, because it's business, it's also pushing them. A businessman wants to do business in China, it's in London, it's in Sokoto tomorrow, and it's a local person, he said there is something you cannot, he's going there, and that one in Ibadan, he went there, it's another one. So, because it's a businessman, he's looking for where the goods can be cheap and also he can get a lot of gain, and that's what most of them are doing. So, that's why whatever they say. Wiki and Fauci have been together for so long, and Fauci is a beneficiary of Wiki in many areas. So now, if you say if Wiki come tomorrow and he also come, good of him. But I won't be surprised. And no one comment to say why should he do that, because I know that as a politician, that is their trade. That's what they know to do. So, but the most unfortunate thing is the PDP that is going down the drain. I read maybe yesterday or the day before now that they are contemplating setting up an interim government again. So with this, there's no person that wants to stay. And that's why you see everybody leaving. Fumbara has left. Even Sule Lamido said it. I read it. Said he's contemplating leaving. Though he didn't say he's coming to APC, but said he may leave the party.
But don't you feel that perhaps the president that's talking about, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is actually playing a lot of role through INEC to further destabilize the party? Because, for example, if that Ibadan convention had come to hold and it's actually stayed, it would have been the beginning of the solution to the PDP issue.
But you do listen to INEC. They said because there are a lot of court cases, they don't want to recognize this convention today, and tomorrow court will now say it's not and void.
But the other way around, court has no jurisdiction over internal party affairs.
But if it gets to,
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand. Most
anything that has to do with political party internal affairs, who is our chairman, who is always determined and settled within the party. So the court actually has no jurisdiction over it.
But the same court have been given in conjunction and counter injunction, interlocutory injunctions everywhere. They are being, which is not supposed to be. You know you see what happened in River State. Even in the build up towards this convention, you know a lot of courts, a lot of cases are still there. They have not been adjudicated upon because there are injunctions and counter injunctions on it. So there are injunctions that say you should not hold until termination of the case, and now I say you should hold until termination of the case. So there are a lot of them. So if God give an injunction, then there's going to be the substantive matter that have to be looking into. So what is the substantive matter? So if you say the court have no law have no duty in internal affairs of the party, why are they giving injunctions? Why are they stopping? Why are they giving our authority to go? Why are they stopping other parties? And so, which means that there's a substantive matter to take, and they have to look at it. So INEC say that is that. Though I'm not sure, but before now, everybody have been talking about that. INEC did not attend that convention. They don't have representation in that convention. And some people say, well, they don't have to be there. Now, all what the law says that they need to be notified, and they are notified. But I don't know whether there are acknowledgement of their notification or there's a response to it and say, okay, acknowledge, and so we give you permission. We those are some of the internal issues that we don't know. But whatever the case is, now for INEC to now come out and say we don't recognize it, it's a net, it's a blow on PDP. And a further nailing of the coffin. The ICU now is like they want to remove the gas, the oxygen, so that the party will quickly die finally. So, and it's not, to me, I just don't understand. I don't know why it has gotten to this point that PDP is going to a point where nobody can resuscitate it again, and because now where they want to start from. Everybody is leaving the party. People are losing interest in the party. And you know the way things work in Nigeria. Sometimes when people call on the program like this, I laugh. That it's the people that's going to vote. And it's not the governor. Governor is just one person. Let that person come here and tell me one party, one election that has taken place in this state that has no hand of the governor. One election that's taken place in this country that no hands of the president. That is all about the people. The structure is that it's the governor that controls. Why is the president now playing with the governors? Because he knows that the governors hold the state. The governor most of the time determines where the political pendulum swings to in the state. They have a means of influencing the people, and you know, I won't come here to be telling you, it's what all more and you know how to influence the pendulum to swing in the direction that they want it to swing. So now for someone to now say that it doesn't matter, governor can decide, it's the people. Who is going to influence the people? Who is going to control the people? How is it that the people cannot determine what happened in Edo State? How is it that people cannot determine what happened in Ondo State? So these are some of the issues. How is it that people cannot determine what happened in Anambra State? And so what are we talking about? Ekiti is here again, and Osun, and so like that.
Ekiti is here already.
Ekiti is here already. In a matter of 5 days time now, we're in Ekiti, and Ekiti will be fully by January, so February, campaign will be open.
By January 21, according to INEC timetable,
the floor is open, and that's it. So politics has begun, and the build towards the election. So these are some of the things that it's rather unfortunate. But again, we still have about a year to it. So if the PDP really want to do it, I think they should either ask these people to withdraw their cases in court.
Okay, but Engineer Mayoji, don't you feel, as you make your conclusions on that particular note, now don't you feel that perhaps, now part of what Makinde said during the course of the week was that part of the reasons he actually stood up against Wiki, apart from the fact that everyone can actually have their freedom to make their political allegiance and all of that, the other way around also, he said, Wiki said it categorically during the meeting with the president that the president shouldn't bother, he will hold PDP for him till 2027. And then he felt like, why on earth, even when the president obviously is not seeking for such commitments, when according to Makinde, the president he did not seek such commitments, we can only said it out of his own enthusiasm. That why on earth will you make such commitment and hold a whole political party down for Mr. President, even when Mr. President is not seeking for such? Now, don't you feel that all this up and down is part of holding the PDP down for Mr. President come 2027? But before you respond, let me get to open the phone lines because of our time. 0906000 7386. That's the number to call this morning to share your views on the program. 0906000 7386. So, Engineer Bayoju.
It's like many people don't understand how politics is played in Nigeria. In Nigeria, politics is not played the way it's played in US. Even US too. There's no politics everywhere is the same. It's a game that the winners take all. It's a game that you win by all means possible. So now, if that is the case, then now everybody should do whatever they like to win, apart from rigging. So if I'm convincing people, you should be able to convince people. If I have a mole in your party, get a mole in my party. If I have money to bring people to my party, you get money to bring people to your party. It's one market, different people now in that same market. You want to buy, or you display your goods, I display my goods. I want people to come and buy from me. You want people to come and buy from you. So I know how to do to get people. You must know how to do to get your people. Having said that, if Wike has been suspended, why is he still a threat in PDP?
No, he wasn't suspended. He was expelled.
Okay, if Wike has been expelled, why is he still a threat?
No, you know, with what Alex said, automatically that means that expulsion is null and void.
But as far as PDP is concerned,
he has been expelled.
Let's even assume he has not been expelled. How can one person be causing threat in a party?
He's not the only one. He has his team. We just read the former governor who was governor before we came. Pledging allegiance to Wike just now.
If Makinde, the assumed leader of the Southwest,
Of the PDP.
Of the PDP is afraid of a statement made by Wike. Then what is he doing to? What is he doing? What effort is he making? You see, sometimes
No, he did not say that he's scared of Wike.
Wike
He only said
Wike is a politician.
he was only trying to explain what led to the rift between himself and Wike. That if at that point he felt there no way on earth he's going to continue with this if Wike is putting the party on hold for the president in 2027. That why on earth would that happen? When it's not that what he expected was the party should actually come up with a way of finding a solution to the whole impasse and have a way forward. But Wike, the other way around, wasn't looking at that. He was rather looking at holding the all PDP on hold till 2027. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand. Let me tell you, there's nothing new. In the First Republic, Awolowo owns Action Group, Azikwe NCNC. The North owns MPC. Now, when after Abaka became the president, Awolowo also contested the election, became the prime minister. Awolowo went to Azikwe and said, "Come, now to win majority of the parliament, we need to collaborate, coalition." We should coalesce or collaborate so that we can defeat the North. So that with that we'll be able to control most of the policies. It doesn't favor us. As you can say, no problem. We are going to do that. But because I don't understand what the way Azikwe, now before that time he has contested to be the premier of the Southwest, even as an Igbo man, he doesn't win. Do you know, after that meeting, Azikwe now went to North to Abaka Tafawa Balewa and now bring his NCNC to collaborate with MPC. The second majority of the house and Action Group became, it has been long that Awolowo has been playing minority. Action Group became the minority. But it now backfire. Because at the end of the day, they now use Azikwe to achieve their aim. Which at the end of the day was what does not go well when the Igbo find out that they are being used. That's why Nzogu now came out and all those issues. So a political play and a lot of collaboration, counter collaboration, a lot of those things. It's not now. In politics, alignment and realignment is part of the game. When you look at the situation you study, I'm also not this one that the gain is more than what we talk about. So if Wike is so powerful, it's a minister, it's a president on his own, president of FCT and his environment, and is holding that power, is holding that kind of political power. Now, except somebody that is so strong that can still say, I want to say. So it is the PDP that's supposed to also be looking for one thing or the other to get things. That's just the way I'm saying it. It shouldn't be saying, maybe it shouldn't be putting the excuse on what Wike did. In everything we have most. We have most. Just as we have most in government, we have most in party, we have most. The one of the strategy of the party is to put somebody within the party to cause trouble in that party so that you can win. The same way you can also put people in the party and cause trouble. In APC, are you saying that APC doesn't have most? They have. They are members of most. But there are a lot of people that are making statements and you want to say, and these people they are members of APC. But they are. In the last election, in Buhari's election, are you not surprised when you see the trend to where the vote goes to? So some people will say, come and say, well, we are our allegiance, they want to swear allegiance to you, but during the election, they vote to another person. So that's why politics is, and that's why you must understand the game. You shouldn't be coming. PDP has been doing a lot of playing game. Forget about playing game. Play your own politics. When somebody is playing politics, play yours. You should also be finding a way of sending more to that place and find somebody that you pay. See, it's happening anywhere in the world. They send most to different organizations, to different places to get intels.
I guess information.
To get information. In fact, to the extent that some people say, go and join that party, go and join that association, go and join that club, go and join that office, go and join this. You think that sells a staff, but it's there to get information. And once you get information, they're going to use the information against you and destabilize you and destroy you, if it's a party, sangration, whatever it is. People send, even all these blue chip companies, they send most to different. China send most to all the IT companies in US. Some of them to get it, whatever the formula they are using, so that they can produce the same thing. Some of them to destroy that place so that they also will also rise. The same thing Russia, the same thing China, India. Look at what is coming to India every year. About 500 billion federal direct investment from US. Because in any IT organization in the US, you see Indians there. So it's not new that you see people like Wike or many more like that in any political party. But it's the PDP that were sleeping, that wasn't doing what they're supposed to do. Nobody should come here and begin to say, somebody want to make Nigeria a one-party state. Do your own part of the deal.
But as it is now, do you think that the PDP has actually done what it's supposed to do? 09060007386, that's the number to call this morning. Let's get to pick this call before you answer that question, sir. Hello and good morning. Good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling from? Mr. Dede Jade, it appears your line is breaking this morning. Can you do it to call us back, please? Your line is breaking. We could hardly hear you. All right, that was Mr. Dede Jade. You can please do it to call us back. 09060007386. That's the number to call this morning to share your thoughts on the program. 09060007386. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Compliment of the season.
Same with you, sir.
It's Michael Lawa from Bushi.
Okay, Mr. Michael Lawa from Oshi. Let's have you, sir.
Please, I just want to ask, I want to get clarification on a particular issue, please. I made the G5 there in PDP.
Was Makinde part of the G5?
Yes,
it was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay, thank you very much. I just understand that it's not that he's scared. Makinde is not scared
of Wiki.
He just because he made mention of the fact that he was trying to say he is himself as a person. That he made his $1 million at 29 by 1997.
At 29, yes.
That Wiki was just at a loss.
Wiki was just passing out of law school when he made his first $1 million.
It's like that people were to mean that Wiki is not a threat. It's just that he's trying to let people know what we have to do in a Wiki. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Michael Lawal from Uchi.
There's a lot of difference between financial strategy and political strategy. Somebody can know how to make millions. You know, one thing about PDP is that they have too much defy Wiki. They have turned into semi-god. And that's why he's not that he's afraid of him. But because, now, why Wiki left G5 was because he's assumed the position of the leader of the Southwest. And it's because that one has given a very big leverage. And
that's Makinde, right?
Yes, Makinde. That's why he was able to change that convention to Ibadan. In fact, some people are even speculating that he's trying to also come out as a presidential candidate from the south.
He said it categorically that he can contest successfully. He's overqualified to contest. And the truth is, he's actually qualified.
And people are even looking at him and say, okay, if we don't see anybody, if people don't allow Jonathan to come, Labour Party Obi did not know what he wants to do, that we can even look the side of Makinde. But unfortunately, apart from your state, that Makinde can boast of a guaranteed to block vote, which is not even guaranteed anyway, because a campaign has not started. Then which other state?
But to a very large extent, you can say it's guaranteed because of the kind of support he has.
And the work that he has done.
Makinde has massive support.
He has massive support in the state. You know, Makinde has done a lot of work to deserve that. He really transformed the whole of your state, not even Ibadan alone. But when you get to Ibadan today, if you have been to Ibadan in the last few years, if you get there today, you may miss your road. Well, you see massive infrastructure there, and in all the states, when you go to Ogun, everywhere he has changed the place because of that. Then welfareism, when you talk of welfare, pension payment,
Makinde pays according to reports, Makinde pays workers like a month ahead.
Yeah, 13 months. He paid 13 months.
13 months. Even apart from 13 months, there was a time we learned that he pays ahead. For example, this is December. By December, you already got as a civil servant January salary. So that kind of arrangement, you cannot work under such atmosphere and have what's the word now? Undivided loyalty from civil servants, not the we approve of you. This one is on its own. The love is genuine, and take it or leave it, to an extent he also has his own influence.
Yes,
just in Nigeria, just like it might not be that issue like that of your state.
Issue expand that influence. You should know that politics is about number. You need 2/3 of the country. You need to move out. You need to cut bridges. You need to talk to people.
Let's get to pick this call. But do you think other governors, especially those that are loyal to the president, will allow him to get such opportunity? Good morning, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, my name is
Okay, Mr. Adeyinka, let's have you.
yes, concerning the attack on issue of this terror to do by United States of America. I think the issue should be citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I mean, taking position concerning whatever that's taking place. And I'm talking about whatever is taking from David. And I'm talking about the question that was raised concerning the sovereignty of Nigeria here. And what I'm concerned about the Federal Republic of Nigeria, this as receiving us that about the stand, I mean, for the past 2 months, I mean, it will be following the line of raising of taking place about officials living Nigeria told the United States of America, United States of America, positions were taken. I mean, collaboration will have been established. Now that we are seeing the feedback from this kind of meeting, I mean, I would say to be surprised. So what I'm saying is, if there's any kind of device like that of bullying against whatever that actually happened, I think we should be able to find that it's in the interest of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I was talking about people are always vocal about funding, not established terrorist groups like Islam or IS. I mean, what those people are there? Why are you not concerned about terrorism this time around? I mean, before this thing, we're not talking about bandits. I mean, bandits who are former X-Men with their rights were taken from them, talking about their catches. But now, why are you talking about government negotiating with terrorists? We are talking about transborder terrorists. So, if there's any issue that should be established concerning our sovereignty here, I think we should be talking about our citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not talking as things not talking with sentiments. I'm talking about women. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution this morning, Mr. Adedeji Adeyinka, all the way from Ado Ekiti. 090-6000-7386. That's the number to call this morning to share your views on the program. 090-6000-7386. That's the number to call this morning. Let's get to hear your views as regards some of the stories that we're taking a look at this morning.
Singing the world today.
090-6000-7386.
And it doesn't cost nothing, no. You don't even have to pay.
Okay, so Engineer Wayaju, let's get to hear your view as we begin to wrap up the program this morning.
So, like I was saying, that it needs to really start. If you want to become president of Nigeria, is different from the governor of Oyo State. So that's why you need to third majority, you need the spread, and you need to beat. But the way it is now, as it's aiming to become the presidential candidate, the governor of Bauchi State, what's the name of this guy? Is also Bala Mohammed is also doing that. As is the head of the Southwest. In fact, Bala is seeing himself as the head of PDP, and that's why you see all of them. So then there's need for them to come together and like minds and see how they can survey the party. By going around, not staying in Ibadan and be talking, not staying in Bauchi and be talking, but move around. You also have friends among these people. Look at a way of talking to them. Say, let's build this party. And like I advise in one forum like this, maybe I should give the advice here, or better say they should forget about any candidacy or any ambition. They can maybe campaign for governorship, but presidential, and say, okay, for now we want to prepare for the next 4 years. And by that time it will be part of it will now be the turn of the north, and so by that time they will have maybe put the house together, do whatever they need to do, settle all court cases, maybe able to talk to one or few people to come back and now reposition themselves so they can take hold of that power that they be. So, but as it is now, I don't know what they want to do, whether Makinde or Bala Mohammed or whatever, I don't know. Even if Obi now decide to come and join them, where is the structure again? Where is the structure? Because by this year, many governors will still join. The whole of the South Middle Belt, the whole of the Middle Belt is done from PDP. The whole of the South South, they have complete enclave. In fact, South South now, the whole of South South is APC. The whole of them. The last one was River State that joined. So River State, Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State, Bayelsa State, all of them, they are now APC. So even in Southwest, apart from Osun now, they are all in APC. The whole of the middle belt, Plateau, Benue, Jigawa, all of them. So which one remain? So, and in the north too, Borno State, as long as you have Vice President Shetima, Borno State, as long as Kaduna State. So Kano State too, it's under negotiation. If APC is negotiating with Kwakwanso through his Kwakwansia movement, then what is PDP doing? And I'm very sure by the time the negotiations go through, then Kano State will also be APC. So which one remains for the north? In the north, it remains Adamawa will go to ADC. So which one did PDP want to pick? Which structure they want to round on? They want to just be on the air and say Nigeria vote for us without any structure, without any governor, without any senator. Who are those ones that will do the grassroots movement for them? Those are the things we are talking about. I want to talk about structure in Nigeria political system. These are the things that is called structure, because these are the ones that will do the grassroots movement. These are the ones that will work for you. But when they are not there, so it's better to go say, let's stop this thing and rebuild our party and come back when we felt that we are ready.
All right, let's get to pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
My name is David Jadi.
All right, let's have you very quickly.
Yes, this consultant is happening in PDP. And about this, if anybody that is really interested in building democracy, and I'm talking about concerning PDP, should be about forgetting any kind of interest for now. I'm talking about any kind of interest that is bigger than that, the larger picture. The larger picture I'm talking about is them. If you forget about it, now the first one, Atiku Abubakar, is the way it is. What has even gone to that situation in PDP? It's not just because he has stuck PDP. The other one when he was about before the presidential primary when he was busy doing about doing consultation, telling people that they should come together in PDP, all people were saying an ambition. But then what I'm saying is, do you believe you have any interest for that democracy? Forget about the interest, and I'm talking about ambition. Now we come with program, how do you fulfill the ambition? What we are just saying, I think it was the Federal Republic of Nigeria. PDP, I think no ambition, choose democracy. Don't disturb the democratic system that's already in place. We can defend the presidential candidate. Before he became governor, PDP has always been and the democratic. So let us do things in the interest of democracy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution, Mr. Dedeja Deyinka, talking about the PDP issue there. Of course, talking about putting interest, talking about priority of interest. And General, I would know if you want to react to what Mr. Dedeja Deyinka just said as we prepare to wrap up the program this morning.
The thing is not that clear. Maybe you just can put me through what he said.
Okay. It was majorly talking about the shelving personal interest as compared to democracy. Talking about PDP, that a lot of people are putting their personal interest above the party.
That
and
is
a whole
the
lot of other
problem
things.
I'm trying to explain to you. All of them is personal interest above the party. Nobody is talking about let's build this party. All of them are just fighting because of their position at the article level, because they find out that well, they're not going to give me this thing again. They want to take it to the south. Let's go to where they want to give me. Back in they said, okay, I'm now the Southwest leader. I can also contest for the presidency. Not knowing that they are losing the foot soldiers. And we can find out that well, at least I'm the minister of FCT. I should work for somebody who pays the party. Let me work for somebody that pays me. So now I bring G5 again, and that G, whatever, I don't know the G that is now maybe G6 or G10 again, and say we're going to work against the party. So now who is fighting for the party? And that's where the word ideology came about. When you look at the build up, the first to second of the republic, you find out that it has been ideology that sustained them. Awolowo has never become the president, but yet you could not see the state that he mustered. He kept them. Because what it is always pointing to them is the ideology of the party. This is what we stand for. This is what we believe. It doesn't matter what anybody is coming to say. We stand with what we believe, and that is what is driving us. And they were there, even though he wasn't the president. They never changed. Bola Ige, Jakonde, all of them, they never changed. They never changed. They remain because they stand by that ideology. And so that's how it's supposed to be. But these days, it's more political party is more driven by not personal interest. And that's the difference.
Personal interest over national interest.
It is not about the people. It's about what I can see from it. And that's why you see this governor, the way they are living their life, putting their family into the system, begin to spend state money anyhow, because that is why they are there. So most of them does not think. When some of them do Jack Robinson, they will say they have done everything in the world. They buy a phone of 5 naira, they say they have bought the phone of 5 billion. And the people that are supposed to say how that come to buy, they will say, yes, oh, you have done well. And when if you leave the office today, the same people that say yes, will now begin to curse him. That's it. But we are supposed to build these people on accountability and say, what have you done? Now, the way everybody is putting Tinubu on accountability, and it's even helping the man, because at least today now we can see that all the effort, the prayer they are putting on him is trying to do one thing or the other. US has come in here. Thank God. We don't want them to go back. Maybe they will come again and do one of the people. At least they are even threat of saying they are here. The threat of sending bomb, whether it kill one person or doesn't kill one person, has sent jitters to a lot of people, including even the critics that say the hem. So that one is something. You know, that they said they are coming was what bring all this government into their toes to today that we now see changes. There has not been any political way before now. It was when US said they are coming. Now they are here. Many people that are supposed to be saying that self-talking nonsense, they kept quiet because they know that they can be targeted. A drone can come and pick them. And that's it. So that's what we're talking about. It's helping them. But again, what are we doing to the governors? What are we doing to the elected representatives? Are we not eulogizing them? Are we not deifying them? Are we not turning them to semi-God? Somebody received 10 naira with 100 naira. He did something of 15 naira and say, hey, he has done the whole world. What happens to 75 naira? It's in his pocket. So these are the things we're talking about. So democracy as we practice today in Nigeria is more of personal. It's more of selfishness. It's more of greediness. It's more of corruption than really deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. So when you want to see somebody perform, put what he did side by side with what he has received. Income and expenditure, although that's elementary accounting. And now find the difference. And now say whether he has done well or he has not done well. Whether he has gained or he has suffered loss. So that's what we say. But in Nigeria today, politics have been divided. If it's not my brother, that is my village ethnicity, it belongs to my party, religion, or it belongs to my church, party politics. So that's how it has been divided. And the people, they know us. So that's why they also be leveraging on that to begin to maltreat us. Everything. Somebody just see billions and billions and billions in the account of this, and we have agencies that don't do anything about it. Look at Malami, 212 billion. 212 billion. We are just 350 million people, and somebody, 1 out of 350 million, have 212 billion. His the son, very small boy under 20, has 8 billion in his account.
8 billion.
A small boy. He built a house of 360 million for his wife. He built a house of 18 million for his son. And a lot of things like that. And yet people are coming to now say it's political. How can human being be that's why Nigeria is where it is today. Somebody still coming to defend Malami and said, why did they arrest him? It's political. Why now?
Well, how sure are you that person defending Malami is not even a politician himself or herself?
That's it. Say, why are you arresting me now? So, and like I said somewhere, I said, let everybody that is corrupt during by Buhari be arrested, take it to court, and jail, not even political jail, put correctional uniform on his neck. And take everything that corruptly read themselves from them. 212 billion. How 212 billion to this economy? Dollar will go down. That's Malami. We're talking of Ingige. We're talking of Alamesia that went with almost 300 billion.
James Ibori.
We are talking of James Ibori. And some of these governors that are moving about now, they are supposed to be in jail by now.
Including Madueke.
All of them. And the Madueke that went to buy bra of 40 million, 40,000 pounds. Can you imagine? For a buy bra, 40,000 pounds. He doesn't know what to do with money again. And yet, we are borrowing money when we have all this money in the hands of this corruptly rich leaders.
It appears the president is not even looking in that direction.
It's politics. We are talking about it every day. It's politics. Nobody will look in that direction.
Until the second term.
You second term. Let's hope they are going to look at it in second term. And all that the president need to do, you don't need second term. This is your first time. If this only project is collect this money from these people. And tie all the roads in the country, do all the investments in the country, do good secondary school in the country, make the best of the hospital in the country. They live there after 4 years. Your name will be in gold till Jesus will come. They will remember you, like Nehru, like Awolowo, like Nkrumah, like Mandela. Say one time, but you reform the nation. But greediness will not allow it. Greediness will not allow it. Many of them knows what to do. It was government. I like Bago. Bago came out to say the truth. He said, politics is not helping us. He said, there are a lot of people that are supposed to arrest, but politics will not allow me to arrest them.
That's
governor of Niger State. He said, a lot of people that have done something wrong, but we can't do anything about them because of politics. Yes. He now proposed 5 years single term. which is what we have been talking about.
You can be rest assured that such a
Who will do that?
proposition
Is
will
it not the
go.
National Assembly that we have there? So that is the problem. Until we have somebody that will change the paradigm and said, I'm coming to do one time, but I want to wash this nation. I tell you, you don't even forget about gold, forget about crude oil. The money in the hands of Nigerians is enough to fix this country. What is Dubai? An individual can be traced, if they can trace 212 billion of investment, what of cash, to Malami alone, Ngige, Tunde, those ministers, the Minister of Works and Housing and Power, what's the name of this man? Lagos man. All of those people, they are stickingly, stupendously. Then you look at the governor of Central Bank, collect those money from them, strip them of the money, strip them of the resources, strip them of the properties, strip them of everything, leave just 10 million for them.
Their lives will never remain the same.
They will just have your attention. So but as long as they are stealing the money, you take them to court, you do plea bargaining, 212 billion, and you just release the 12 on top of it to you, and you allow me to go. Somebody else is going to steal 600 billion. And that's why this country is as it is today, because there's no willpower to really stop corruption. Many of them will not go to government when they know that they can be good, they'll be jailed by doing all those things.
It is well.
A lot of governors are moving about, they are running about in convoy, they are just doing anything. Even the ones that are there, what have they done? Let's go to their states and do and audit it, based on this what goes to them, and let's audit members of their family and see what is in their hands. From the state government, what has gone to the family, the brother, the sister, the wife, the son, the daughter. You find out that half of the money of the state is running in that family alone. And yet, we will be running after them. And somebody cannot pay school fees of his children. And so the one that even struggle, he has struggled with his tooth and nail to even pay. Somebody cannot even pay secondary school fees. Somebody cannot feed. In this Christmas time, a lot of people just take Gary, and that person will take Gary and use the Gary to run after somebody that has stolen the Commonwealth and put in the hands and the account in the family, of his brother, of his sister. For we have first lady, we have first son. Now it's yet to have, we have first daughter. We have first son. Babajide Akeredolu was first son. So what are we talking about? So we can't continue to have that and thought that we have the nation, and those people will come in to deceive us. They can't deceive me, because I know that every politician in Nigeria is a very selfish individual.
It is well. Thank you so much this morning, Engineer Miwa, for your contributions this morning. We are really pressed for time already. Thank you so much, and I hope that, of course, God willing, the next episode of this program will be by January 2026. I can't wait to see you that year, Engineer. I can't wait to see you that
by
year.
the grace of God, God sparing our lives, we shall all be here, ill, healthy, and sound, to begin the new year in Roundtable Talk in 2026. 2026 promises to be a very fantastic year.
By God's grace.
It's going to be a good year for us.
I've been hearing lots of good promises concerning that year.
It's a promise year. It's a promising year, and it's going to be good for all of us.
Amen.
So let's keep hope alive. Let's believe that this nation, but let's be true to power too. Let's talk to them, and let's do our own. Like we used to play here, do the right thing. Let me do the right thing. Then if all of us do the right thing, then it will be very easy for the dad to also do the right thing, because at that time they will have no option than to do the right thing. But when you are doing the bad thing, don't condemn the one that is trying. Your own house here, you are doing worse. You are selling something that's supposed to sell for 1 naira, you are selling for 1,000 naira, and you are now talking to the president. Say, president is not good. You are not good.
You are not good.
You are not good.
All right, thank you so much.
The money of the state that's supposed to use to do infrastructure, you are putting in your family, and you are now pointing to the president. You are a worse person.
Okay.
You are part of the problem of this nation.
Okay.
I wish you Merry Christmas once again, and Happy New Year in advance.
I think that's a Christmas gift for someone. All right. Let me use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to everyone that has called in this morning. And for those that tried calling in but for one reason or the other couldn't get through, I say a very big thank you to you. Mr. Michael Lawal from Ushi Ekiti, Mr. Dede Jadeinka from Ado Ekiti. Thank you so much for your contributions this morning. To everyone that has always listened to the Roundtable Talk every Saturday morning, I say a very big thank you to you. To all my fans that I do not even know, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful 2025. I will thank God for how He has helped us you and I, from January 1st, 2025 to today, December 27, 2025. And of course, by God's grace, God keeping each and every one of us alive, we shall live to witness many more years. So when we have the first episode for the year 2026, you will be alive, I will be alive,
It's the one thing
Ayoba FM will continue to progress,
okay.
and things will continue to all go well.
And it doesn't cost nothing, no. You don't.
Until next year, when you get to hear the sound of my voice again on this program,
Thing and the reach
your program, my program.
you are the light.
Listen, forget, let me also use this opportunity to appreciate my own very Oga, the general manager of Ayoba 95.1 FM, Mr. Adewale Ujo. Thank you for the platform as always, sir. I am very grateful. To my studio manager, DJ Law. Any other DJ is a counterfeit. If you know, you know. Okay now. Thank you so much for the support. To everyone that we've worked together this year in this studio, in this station. DJ Law, I said to you, thank you for the support. Emmanuel, Mr. Godman, Ayonfe, Muyo. I say thank you to everyone. Mr. Adebowale Adefabi, MC Agenda 1, Kusomove. Thank you for the platform as always. I really appreciate everyone. So next year, be a good Nigerian. Do the right thing always. Pray for the prosperity of this nation. Pray for the peace of Ekiti State. Elections are just around the corner already. Thank you so much. My name remains Tenyola Akande. My people call me the Golden Voice on radio. Saying be a good Nigerian and bye for now.
Watching.